Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. So today's actually a pretty cool video, something that has been highly requested by a lot of people that have reached out to me, which I've been very thankful for. I've seen a bunch of video ideas in some of the comments on my previous videos in the last week. So again, I really enjoy that. Keep them coming. Every single video, I'm looking for what you guys want to know because the phone flipping industry is pretty complicated and there's a lot of things that can go wrong and also can go right. So I'm trying to help you mitigate both to be able to make as much profit in the long run. So today's video is actually about how to place effective Facebook advertisements on Facebook Marketplace. And I'm basically splitting this into two separate sections. The first is how to place ads that are actually asking for phones, like cash for iPhones, that kind of thing. And two is if you're actually listing on the local marketplace once you buy a phone. So in other words, you're reselling it. And the second part of the video is actually listing those phones to be able to have effective ads where people are recognizing them, you're getting a bunch of comments, and people are ultimately going to buy them, being able to trust you with a certain advertisement. So let's get in the video. So as I said before, this first part of the video is actually how to place ads that you're asking for phones. So throughout me talking, I'm going to place screenshots of some of the ads I've posted. As you can see, the first one here, I'm actually going to post. I'm kind of going to walk you through kind of the format, the frequency, and how you get them noticed. So the format, as you can see here, I have a picture. That's really what is going to get the attention of people, is you want to have some sort of Apple product or Android if you're reselling Android phones too, like S8s and Notes, but have some sort of product with the Apple iPhone or the logo with some sort of cash. This is kind of the common sense picture where cash plus Apple means people are probably going to come to you if they're looking to sell their phone. And so the format is I have an effective picture. And if you guys want any of those pictures, just leave a comment down below. I'd be happy to email you 3 or 4 of my top pictures that have gotten me the most views. You can see in this one, actually got me over 2,800 views in a single day. So I have the effective picture and then the title. So the title is actually pretty important for not getting blacklisted on Facebook Marketplace. It's kind of an art. It's something you kind of got to perfect over time. But kind of some tips that I recommend is using things like emojis in them, because it's harder for Facebook on their end to detect if there's an ad unless somebody's reporting you through Facebook Marketplace, like if they see your ad, which is kind of something you can't control. But the actual title is important because you first want to make it notice that you're placing this ad for people to come to you to sell their phone. So it's kind of a tricky situation. But as you can see here in this one, I have 2 money bags for iPhones. So just another word for cash for iPhones. This next one is, I just put cash for iPhones. It's something I did in the beginning, something I don't really recommend to you guys, but if you're just starting, you could place something like cash for iPhones. It pretty much says it there. This one says 3 money symbols for your iPhones. And one thing you guys really need to do is change them up. So if you're posting an ad every day or every other day, you need to change the title every single time, do something a little different. Maybe you put 2 money bag emojis instead of 3. Maybe you're putting cash for iPhones, and the next time you're putting cash for your iPhones. Even taking the S out of iPhone and just making iPhones or iPhone really makes a difference, because if you're posting the same ad, same picture, same title, one, it's people that are actually on the marketplace will recognize that it's just you again, and they won't approach you again. When there's a chance that people, if you put a different type of ad, somebody who's trying to sell you the phone will think somebody else was that put out the other ad that you put maybe yesterday. They don't like that price, but now you're giving the same price or even lower. Maybe they'll come back to that other ad and be like, yo, maybe they recognize the value of that true phone. If 2 or 3 people that they've reached out to, which is actually the same person on our end, is appraising the phone at this price. And that has happened a bunch of times where people come back to different ads because they don't recognize that I'm the same person posting these ads, which is dumb because we have our name under there. But kind of, as this goes back to the frequency part, in terms of how many times you should post, I recommend every other day to every 2 days is very stickler. I've almost got blocked 3 or 4 times from Facebook Marketplace. I've got a bunch of warnings, which I've been pretty lucky about, but I made the mistake of posting. I got too greedy, posting one every single day or every other day. Sometimes that's too much. So I'd recommend like 2-3 times a week, and leave the ads up. You can leave them up. I still get traction 3-4 days after an ad's posted, just because I will have like about 100 people message me, and obviously that's going to be the top spot on the Facebook Marketplace. And then how do you get noticed? So one trick that I have for you guys, I haven't seen anybody else do this, but every time I post an ad, I'll have a friend or a family member go and look for that specific ad. I'll give them the exact title, I'll tell them the picture to look for, and I'll have them message me on the Facebook Marketplace, because one, it gets you another view. So as more people, Facebook's algorithm works is, how it works is you're basically, the more views and more people message you, obviously the higher spot you're going to get on the marketplace. So most of the time I end up getting to 1 or 2 just because of these tips that I'm giving to you guys. But every time I post an ad, it makes somebody go and message me, because that automatically ranks it up higher. So many things listed never get messaged. And yeah, if they get views, it might go up a little bit, but what really starts to make it go up the list towards the top of the listing is if somebody messages you. So I'll have somebody just message me like, hey, or whatever. Facebook doesn't recognize that, and they'll actually start putting you on the top, and therefore some more people start to recognize, more people message you, you make more money because you're on the higher of the list. So that's it for basically how to place phone ads. So now this part is applicable to those that are actually willing to sell in the local marketplace, or rather just trying to get quick cash like I do sometimes. So this is actually how I list my phones. And here I'm going to place up another 2 ads throughout this next part, but here's an ad. I'll kind of walk you through it. So first, the picture. You want to have 5 to 6 pictures, kind of like the eBay standard. You want to have people being able to trust your ad is the biggest thing for them to recognize what the value is. If you take good pictures, that's the biggest thing. That's the first thing people see. People don't really look at the description a lot. They'll look at just the picture and then give you a value. So if it looks like you're taking studio quality pictures, which I have a little studio here, then it's probably going to increase the value of that phone. Second is the title. I actually make my titles a very specific way. I'll list the type of phone. So on this one, you can see it's an iPhone 7 Plus. I'll put a dash, how many gigabytes it is, and then another dash, carrier. You want to be as specific as possible. As you go down the screen on a listing, as you see from top to bottom, less people see the as you go down. So if you put everything bold, which I didn't put in this one, but usually I'll do, is I'll put everything bold to get their attention because it's right under the picture. And so you basically have the phone, the gigabyte, the carrier. It pretty much eliminates anybody that doesn't, eliminates anybody from messaging you like what carrier the phone is, how many gigabytes, because you're trying to just get effective. You don't want people to waste your time. I hate seeing messages when I list the phone, it says 64 gigabytes and people are like, how many gigabytes? We all know that's a waste of your time and my time, so I try to just mitigate that, include everything. And then the description, I'm pretty kind of cookie cutter. I just kind of do line by line. I don't like to make long sentences because nobody likes to read that. They're not there to read a story. I just kind of put like something describing it, brand new, and this one I put brand new, still has plastic on it. Obviously shows that it's not been used. It probably increases the value a little bit. The color, the gigabyte, the carrier, and something I do is just clean IMEI. A lot of people don't know what that means, but for those that are actually familiar with IMEIs, there's another checklist to avoid if people from people asking you if it's like not blacklisted or it's paid off or anything, because that pretty much mitigates anybody from just wasting your time again. So here I have another one, kind of same format. This one I ended up putting the gigabytes because I just change it up a lot. And this one I put perfect condition, obviously full bold. You want people to see that. And I followed the same exact thing. This one comes with the phone case, so I actually listed it that way, make it very apparent. So as you guys can see, it's a pretty cookie cutter system that I use for Facebook. But if you use these tips, I can guarantee you're gonna increase your kind of inventory significantly. Before I started Facebook advertising, like in terms of the Facebook Marketplace, I was getting no traction. I was maybe buying 1-2 phones a week, but with Facebook Marketplace, I'm buying 3-4 phones a day. I'm not kidding you guys. It is a very valuable tool at your fingertips, and it's free. So obviously use it to your best advantage. Take these tips to heart. Use them in your next ads. Use them tomorrow. Use them right now. I want to hear your thoughts on this. So leave a comment down below what you guys think. As I said, if you want any of these pictures, also leave a comment down below. I'll have you shoot me an email, and then I'll just email the pictures to you. I mean, why not? I'm here to share them for free, because why not? I mean, I want you guys to succeed. That's the point of this channel. So if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to join the family. This video is a little bit late today. Sorry, I was a little bit occupied. But another video is coming at 7 a.m. tomorrow. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow in the next video.